and welcome. So as you can see it here, I'm back with a test. This time we are testing the Fujinom TV zoom lens, the one that I have modified, that I made it to be able to control remotely. And how can I control it remotely? Well, it's very simple with this remote controller. And as you can see, if I am not in focus, for example, right, I can just come back and be in focus again, right? Now, this is awesome. This is what I love. But obviously, I want to see with which preset can I use this Fujinom TV zoom lens, because it's a C-mount and doesn't fully cover the sensor. So what I have discovered, and right now I'm recording, is that in the crop mode 1:1, I can use with the preset with this one like 4040p with an aspect ratio of 16:9. And this is great, and I have already tested that I can use with the preset 3K 14 or 12 bits. So now what I want to do today is I want to make a comparison. So I want to see if this Fujinom TV zoom lens is usable in the crop mode 1:3 with the preset UHD, which has an aspect ratio of 16:9 also. So today we will find out if there's a lot of vignetting, if it's usable, that UHD preset, or it's only with this one, with the 4040p. So let's just do the comparison. Let me just change the preset, go to the crop mode 1:3, preset UHD with the aspect ratio of 16:9, and then let's just compare both of them and which one is usable with the Canon EOS M and Magiclantern with the Fujinom TV zoom lens, and what are the advantages or disadvantages. So let's just go directly to the preset UHD. Now, for all these comparison purposes, I remained on the same place and I haven't moved the camera either. So I wanted to see what are really already the framing differences. So in the UHD, I'm still where I was with the 4040p, and this is really the difference, the crop factor. So as you can see it here, you have a bigger field of view. The wide angle, the Fujinom TV zoom lens with the 17.5 millimeter focal length, here you can see the reality of this focal length. I mean, it is big. Now, I don't see, I can't see a little bit of, like vignetting in the corners if you are looking right and up there, right? If you are really going up, you can see the vignetting. So in order to not have that vignetting, we have to crop it out. So we have to cut it out. Now the question is that a good idea, to crop it out and finally we remain with the same framing as we were at the beginning with the 4040p? So this is really the question, and we just have to compare it. So let's just do this comparison. So as you can see it here, I did cropped, and this is what I have obtained. So this is the part that we can use in the crop mode 1:3 preset UHD with the aspect ratio of 16:9. So It's quite a lot that we have to crop, but the question always is, does this still better compared to the crop mode 1x1 preset 1440p? Well, in order to see that, let's just compare and put the two of them, one beside the other one, and let's just take a look. That I have to worry and I have to be careful how I'm framing the shots, because afterwards I just have to, crop, and I will lose like what I have seen, how I framed is just a bunch of a headache. So obviously for me, the idea is that, okay, you just have to crop out. But when you are filming, it's enough that you are thinking about framing, how to put elements in the shot. Something in plus, like thinking that in fact all this you have to crop it out. That's just something, one, annoying, and secondly, I'm pretty sure that I will forget, and then I will end up with footages that if I have to crop it out, I will lose, important details or things. So for me, obviously, if there's vignetting, one, or I am using it like this with vignetting and that's all, or if I'm cropping in, for me, that's not a solution. It is really not a solution. So in that case, the crop mode 1x1 preset 4040p, because here I see what I'm getting. So I don't have to, think through that. In fact, I cannot use the footage as it is, that I have to then crop in because there's vignetting and whatnot. So obviously, and from my perspective, I think that this preset is the one that I can recommend, and it is really usable with the Fujinom TV zoom lens. And yeah, the other one, the UHD, is tempting because it's in the crop mode 1x3. It has better quality overall, but at the end there's huge vignetting and it has to be cropped. And I don't really know if I'm not pretty sure that if the cropped in still remains a better quality than this one, the 1440p. So yeah, with this Fujinon TV zoom lens, I can really use the crop mode 1x1. So the crop mode 1x3 is just not usable because there's just a lot of vignetting. But the crop mode 1x1 and all the presets, in fact, on the crop mode 1x1 are usable with this Fujinon TV zoom lens. So we can use, of course, the preset 2.5K, 2.8K, 3K. Then we have the 1280p also, but the 1440p also, as you can see it here, it is usable. And yeah, I am really, not disappointed, but with the C-mount lenses, this is a common thing to know. So I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's really good to know that with the C-mount lenses, with the C-mount zoom lenses, generally you are limited to the crop mode 1x1. Many of them are even limited, the C-mount lenses are limited to the preset 2.5K because there's a need of really big crop factor. So in the crop mode 1:1, if I understood correctly, the crop factor is really high, and it is cropped in the center of the sensor. So that's the point, and that's a good thing, because as the crop is coming from the center of the sensor, that means that even if the glass is small, as you can see on the C-mount, it covers that center, which is used in the crop mode 1:1. So that's the advantage, at least, that we can try out so many C-mount lenses that we can use in the crop mode 1:1, for example, in the preset 2.5K, because of this effect, because there's a really big, huge crop of the sensor, starting from the center of the sensor, and that's an advantage to test out and use C-mount lenses. But then the disadvantage is that if you want a better quality, something that is not cropped that much, like the crop mode 1:3, there, unfortunately, these lenses are not usable, in one exceptions. So if you want to use C-mount lenses in the crop mode 1:3, it has to be a focal length equal or more with 40 or 50 millimeter. If you have C-mount lenses, if you buy C-mount lenses that are having focal length equal with 40 or 50 or even more millimeter focal length, like, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, 135, then that's amazing, because it will allow you, those C-mount lenses, to use the crop mode 1:3 and those nice cool presets like 5.2K, 4.8K, 4.5K, 4.2K, 4.4K, or the UHD also. So yeah, I mean, I'm not disappointed still, because as you can see it here, I can record the 4040p and take the advantage of the modification that I have made, the one that if I'm not focused, I can just, with touch of buttons, focus on myself, and that's just the cool part, right? So yeah, I am really impressed this ability, and yeah, I mean, I am just taking the advantage of this at the maximum. So I hope this was informative, and tell me, what are your preferences? What do you think about this test? I mean, maybe you prefer the UHD even if it's cropped, then tell me in the comment section below. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the thumbs up button. This way you are supporting my work, my projects, and helping out this channel to spread this information throughout YouTube. See you in my next video.